On screen and off, there are actors who have spent years in classrooms, libraries, and labs, pursuing degrees that would impress even the most dedicated students. Among them is Natalie Portman, who graduated from Harvard University with a degree in psychology, balancing film sets with final exams. Meanwhile, Mayim Bialik holds a doctorate in neuroscience, conducting academic research before starring in a television sitcom. Another example is Lupita Nyong'o, who earned a master's in acting from the Yale School of Drama, known for its challenging program. Sometimes, an academic detour leads actors to discover unexpected passions, like Ken Jeong, who became a doctor of medicine before his career in comedy. Additionally, Danica McKellar leveraged her mathematics degree from UCLA to author educational books. Even in the field of biological engineering, Dolph Lundgren completed a master's degree before action films made him a household name. Each of these stars proves that a love for learning can exist alongside talent and fame, sometimes transforming how audiences see their favorite performers. Interestingly, Ken Jeong stands out in Hollywood not only for his sharp comedic timing, but also for his unique background as a licensed medical doctor. Before appearing in blockbuster movies like The Hangover, he graduated from the University of North Carolina School of Medicine and worked as an internal medicine physician. His experience in the medical field gave him a different perspective and set of skills that few actors possess. Ken Jeong's knowledge of medicine is not just something on his resume, it has shaped his humor and even found its way into roles he chooses, bringing a touch of authenticity when portraying medical professionals on screen. He took a remarkable leap of faith by leaving a stable career in medicine to pursue acting full-time, which required courage and determination. This transition highlights how individuals can follow more than one passion, even if the paths seem unrelated. Jeong's story shows how talents from different careers can come together to create a fresh approach to comedy, as his medical training gives his performances both wit and credibility. Audiences who enjoy his movies and television appearances see not just an actor, but someone who once dedicated years to helping others as a doctor. His ability to move so seamlessly between practicing medicine and bringing laughter to millions has inspired many people to rethink what is possible when chasing their dreams. What makes Ken Jeong's career especially memorable is how he bridges the gap between two worlds, medicine and entertainment, while staying true to himself and providing entertainment that reflects his intelligence and humor. Meanwhile, Brian May stands as a unique figure in the world of music and academia, seamlessly blending a career as the iconic guitarist with Queen and as an accomplished astrophysicist. After years of dedication to music that led Queen to worldwide fame, he returned to his early studies and completed his PhD at Imperial College London. His passion for understanding the universe culminated in an advanced doctoral thesis, focusing on the motion and properties of interplanetary dust, a topic that required both mathematical skill and scientific creativity. This achievement demonstrated his extraordinary ability to balance complex scientific research with the demands of touring, recording, and performing on some of the biggest stages in the world. Furthermore, Brian May's love for astronomy extends beyond personal curiosity. He has co-written books that make science approachable and exciting, opening up the wonders of the cosmos to readers everywhere. He contributes directly to scientific projects, further cementing his reputation in academic circles. Alongside his scholarly and musical pursuits, May is a committed advocate for animal rights and works toward greater environmental conservation. His efforts in speaking out for nature and vulnerable wildlife show another side of his commitment to making a difference beyond art and science. Through all these activities, May illustrates how scientific discovery, creative expression, and caring for the world can thrive together without conflict. Interestingly, after winning American Idol and becoming a well-known country music star, Carrie Underwood decided her celebrity status was not enough to stop her from finishing her education. She took her academic journey seriously and chose to return to Northeastern State University to complete her degree in mass communications. This decision showed her determination and commitment as she balanced her growing music career with her studies. Despite the pressures of fame and a busy schedule, she remained dedicated to her classes and assignments. She worked hard, and her achievements did not end with just getting a degree. She graduated magna cum laude, a distinction that highlights her high level of academic achievement. Her graduation was not just a personal victory, but also an example for others, proving that continued learning holds value no matter how successful someone becomes in their chosen field. Carrie Underwood's story encourages the pursuit of personal goals and lifelong learning, showing that true accomplishment often comes from perseverance and commitment to both talent and education. Although David Duchovny is widely known for his television roles, his academic journey is just as remarkable as his acting career. Before he became famous in Hollywood, Duchovny attended Princeton University, where he earned a bachelor's degree in English literature. His time at Princeton gave him a strong foundation in reading, writing, and understanding stories. After this, he continued his studies at Yale University, where he earned a master's degree, showing his deep dedication to literature and learning. At Yale, Duchovny began work on a PhD, planning to become a writer instead of an actor at first. This academic path reveals his desire to explore ideas and tackle complex themes, which later influenced the types of roles and creative projects he chose. His move from academia to acting was not a clear or predictable transition. Leaving a respected path of scholarship for the uncertainty of Hollywood meant Duchovny took a risk, hoping his love for stories could reach more people through film and television. Often, his work as an actor, writer, and creator shows his appreciation for literature and the way stories can explore difficult questions. In both The X-Files and Californication, his characters wrestle with big ideas about truth, identity, and purpose. Duchovny's background in literature shapes his creative work, and his early academic success shows that curiosity and the courage to change direction can lead to unexpected achievements. Interestingly, Bradley Cooper stands out not just for his success as an actor, but also for his impressive education. He graduated from Georgetown University with a degree in English. This background is not common in Hollywood, and shows a different side of Cooper before he became famous. While at Georgetown, his love for literature was clear. He even wrote a thesis on Vladimir Nabokov's novel Lolita, which is known for its challenging themes and dense language. This experience allowed him to dig deeply into complex stories and characters, skills that later helped him as an actor. Students who focus on English often gain strong analytical capabilities, and Cooper's thoughtful performances seem to reflect this training. His ability to step into complicated roles, understand subtle motivations, and deliver lines with real feeling points back to the time he spent studying books and writing essays. Rather than moving straight into acting, he took time to explore language, stories, and meaning, which gave him a powerful foundation. By connecting his education to his career, Cooper's journey shows how an academic background can add depth and insight to a performer's work. The discipline and creativity needed to write about literature like Lolita can translate directly to building believable movie characters or understanding a script's layers. From schoolwork at Georgetown to Hollywood sets, his education has shaped his path in many ways, providing the building blocks for his success and respect across the film industry. Unlike many actors who enter the film world at a young age and devote themselves entirely to their craft, Freddie Highmore found a unique balance between acting and academics. As audiences first came to know him through unforgettable roles in movies like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Finding Neverland, Highmore was quietly pursuing another passion: education. Away from the cameras, he enrolled at Cambridge University, one of the world's most respected institutions. There, he set his sights on Spanish and Arabic, two languages that not only demand discipline, but also open doors to new ways of thinking. Highmore immersed himself in these studies and eventually graduated with first-class honors, a distinction few achieve. His mastery of multiple languages goes beyond speaking and listening. It allows him to read, write, and engage deeply with different cultures. This blend of artistic and academic commitment has shaped his approach to acting. Highmore's understanding of cultural nuances and language subtleties makes his characters feel real and relatable, helping audiences believe in the worlds he brings to life. Managing demanding university coursework while keeping up with a successful acting career shows a sense of determination and the ability to juggle many priorities without losing sight of his goals. Highmore's achievements offer a powerful example for young professionals, especially those torn between creative and academic interest, proving that it is possible to chase both dreams and let each pursuit improve the other. In roles on screen and through hard work off screen, Highmore sets himself apart as someone who values growth in every part of his life. Interestingly, before he became a rock icon, Gene Simmons was deeply involved in education. He earned a bachelor's degree in education from Richmond College, showing early on his commitment to personal growth and learning. After graduating, Simmons put his degree to work by teaching 6th grade, In the classroom, he was able to connect with young students and inspire them. This experience in education helped him develop skills he would later use as a leader in the music industry, including communication, organization, and the ability to read and motivate people. When Simmons moved into the world of music with Kiss, he brought with him not only the energy and creativity required for success, but also the structure and insight he gained from being a teacher. His background in education helped him understand the importance of teamwork and persistence, and it gave him an edge when building Kiss into one of the biggest rock bands in history. Simmons is more than just the frontman for Kiss. He is also a successful entrepreneur who has expanded his brand into areas like television, merchandising, and literature. He credits his educational foundation for helping him handle the complicated business side of his career, negotiate deals, and manage a diverse portfolio. Instead of simply relying on raw talent, Simmons shows how formal education can be a stepping stone to greatness in totally unexpected fields, and his unique journey highlights how valuing education can lead to unusual and impressive results over a long career filled with changes and big achievements. Meanwhile, in the world of well-educated actors, Sacha Baron Cohen stands out not just for his unique comedy, but also for his solid academic background. He attended Cambridge University, one of the most respected universities in the world, and finished with an upper second-class degree in history from Christ's College. During his university years, he got involved with the Dramatic Society, where he shaped and developed the sharp acting and comedic timing that would later become his hallmark. This foundation in history gave him an exceptional sense of culture, context, and human behavior, which is clear in his best-known characters, Ali G and Borat. Each satirical character Cohen plays is a layer of comedy built on deep research and analysis, skills clearly sharpened during his university studies. He confronts complex social issues using wit and insight, proving that his creative work is guided by a trained and analytical mind. He blends his knowledge of history and his dramatic abilities to offer performances that are both entertaining and thought-provoking, setting an example of how education and creativity can come together for extraordinary results. Interestingly, Weird Al Yankovic, known all over the world for his hilarious parodies and clever music videos, did not always set out to live life in the limelight. He actually earned a bachelor's degree in architecture from California Polytechnic State University. While that path might have led others into designing buildings or city skylines, Yankovic took a completely unexpected turn. He had a real gift for music and an undeniable sense of humor, and those two skills combined to launch a hugely successful career. Fans of all ages know him for taking popular songs and creating sharp, witty versions that poke fun at pop culture and current events. His music covers a big range, from pop and rock to rap, and everything in between, and his approach has connected with generations of listeners. Even though he was formally trained in a field that is often respected for its challenges and stability, he showed that it's possible to do something entirely different with one's life. His bold decision to move away from traditional expectations in favor of what made him happiest gave him not just professional success, but the lasting respect and admiration of fans across the globe. People who look up to him see how education can provide a strong foundation, even for those who want something out of the ordinary, and how refusing to settle for the expected can sometimes lead to the most memorable and rewarding achievements. Interestingly, Rebel Wilson is much more than her on-screen persona in comedies like Pitch Perfect and other hit films. She holds a law degree from the University of New South Wales, which is one of Australia's most respected universities. This educational background is sometimes surprising to fans who know her for her humor and ability to light up the screen. Yet, her academic success shines through in the way she manages her career. Wilson herself has said that her understanding of the law has been a key factor in handling the often complex deals and contracts of the entertainment business. She talks about how her legal background gives her the confidence to make smart choices, read between the lines, and avoid pitfalls that can come with signing bad agreements. Her story shows that even in a world built on creativity and performance, skills from other fields like law can make a real difference. She is proof that hard work and academics can help behind the scenes, giving her a wider range of tools to build her career. In the fast-moving world of film and television, Wilson's combination of humor, legal strategy, and persistence stands out, making her an example for anyone interested in blending different skills for success. Meanwhile, Ashton Kutcher is often recognized for making people laugh on screen, but he has a background that might surprise many. He studied biochemical engineering at the University of Iowa, driven by a deeply personal cause, his brother's serious heart condition. This focus on science wasn't just for a degree. He wanted to help find a treatment that could improve, or even save, his brother's life. While many know Kutcher for his comedic timing and charming delivery in television and film, his interests in science and technology have continued to shape his journey. Instead of sticking to acting alone, Kutcher took the curiosity and discipline from his academic days and brought them into the world of business and technology. He has used what he learned in college to guide his investments in technology companies, focusing on solutions that make a real difference for people facing big challenges. By standing out as both a creative performer and a thoughtful investor, Kutcher shows the powerful results that can come from combining different kinds of knowledge. This blend of experience proves that being dedicated in one field can give unexpected strength in another, and that a love for learning never really goes away, even after finding success in Hollywood. Interestingly, Lionel Richie stands apart from many other music legends due to his solid academic background. He earned his bachelor's degree in economics from Tuskegee University, a choice that gave him significant insight into managing his creative business. While balancing studies and musical dreams, Richie formed the Commodores with his college friends. This group quickly gained popularity and became a driving force in popular music, eventually paving the way for Richie to embark on his highly successful solo career. Richie's education did more than just help him handle the business side of his career. It also shaped his disciplined work ethic and helped him understand the value of perseverance. Beyond his achievements in songwriting and performance, Richie spends considerable time and energy giving back. His dedication to philanthropy shows a commitment to using his status for meaningful change, and he often mentors younger artists, sharing wisdom from both his academic journey and music experiences. By using lessons learned both inside and outside the classroom, Richie continues to inspire others in the arts and beyond. During his time at Arizona State University, David Spade earned his bachelor's degree in business, but he also found the stage calling him. The environment on campus gave him a chance to hone his comedy routines, and he began performing for fellow students. This early exposure to stand-up was more than just fun for Spade. It was the start of his journey into the world of entertainment. While comedy became his path, his business studies didn't go to waste. That academic background gave him practical skills that helped him handle the ups and downs of show business. He understood deals, negotiations, and the importance of making smart decisions in an industry where those skills often make a difference. The mix of business sense and comedic ability made him stand out, letting him transition smoothly from those campus shows to the bigger stage of Hollywood. Even today, Spade's sharp humor and quick thinking connect with audiences, and he credits much of his confidence to both the education he received and the experiences he had getting in front of a crowd at school. His story shows how following your interests in school and using what you learn along the way can open doors to unexpected and successful careers in places you might not have imagined. Spade remains an example of how education and passion together can help in both personal and professional life, and how learning doesn't stop just because the classroom days are over, especially for someone whose business degree continues to shape his decisions behind the scenes as much as his signature humor does on stage. Interestingly, few actors blend television stardom with real academic research the way Mayim Bialik does. Her rise to fame began with the leading role in the popular 1990s family sitcom Blossom, showing her natural comedic talent. Years later, she became even more recognized for playing Amy Farrah Fowler, the quirky neuroscientist on The Big Bang Theory. Unlike most actors, her portrayal drew on actual neuroscience training because Bialik herself is a neuroscientist with a doctorate from UCLA. Her advanced studies led her to focus her dissertation on the hypothalamus's involvement in obsessive-compulsive disorder, especially among teenagers with Prader-Willi syndrome. This work reflects rigorous laboratory research and real-world implications for children with rare genetic conditions. Away from the laboratory, Bialik pours her expertise into writing, publishing several books about parenting and puberty, aiming to help families understand science in practical terms. She uses clear language to break down subjects that are often seen as intimidating or confusing, making science feel accessible and relevant to parents and kids. Throughout her career, she has juggled acting and scientific outreach, often speaking at events and writing about her experiences as both actress and scientist, bridging two worlds that rarely intersect. Even after returning to acting full-time, Bialik kept ties with the scientific community, proving her commitment to both academic rigor and creative expression. Her experience as a real-life scientist in Hollywood sets her apart, allowing her to speak with authority and compassion about both entertainment and education, making her an inspiring figure for young people interested in both arts and sciences. Throughout her college career, Williams showed remarkable curiosity, beginning her studies at Yale University with archaeology and English. She had a sense that her future might revolve around classic texts or unearthing the past, and for a while, she considered a traditional academic path. However, the environment at Yale proved to be more than simply academic. For Williams, it became a place of personal discovery. Surrounded by students trying new activities and redefining themselves, she ventured beyond her comfort zone and joined the university's improv comedy club. This was a turning point for her. Though she auditioned for Yale's major musical productions, she struggled to land the roles she wanted, but rather than seeing this as a setback, she began to recognize a different talent in herself. Her quick reactions, humor, and timing set her apart in the world of improvisation, making people laugh and drawing attention in a new way. As she moved deeper into comedy, Williams discovered a passion for performing that she had not known before. This led her to take creative risks and pursue acting seriously, eventually leaving her earlier plans in archaeology and music behind. Her journey is a reminder of how educational experiences can reshape a person's direction, opening doors to unexpected possibilities and highlighting talents that might have gone unnoticed. Williams' time at Yale shows her adaptability and her willingness to embrace change, traits that helped launch her successful career in television and film, most notably in Girls, where her sharp delivery and intelligence on screen reflect the wit and flexibility she developed during her formative years. Throughout her career, Julia Stiles has balanced the pressures of fame with a commitment to education that stands out. While many know her for her memorable roles in 10 Things I Hate About You and Save the Last Dance, her academic achievements add another layer to her story. She attended Columbia University, where she completed her bachelor's degree in English literature. Managing the dual roles of student and actress was far from easy. She often flew between film sets and college classes, turning in assignments alongside shooting major scenes. Yet Stiles did not just attend college. She deeply valued the experience, immersing herself in the world of literature. This passion for reading and analysis found its way into her acting, giving her performances added substance and emotional truth. Stiles has shared in interviews how her studies offered new perspectives and ideas, helping her shape rich, believable characters. She credits Columbia and her love of books for influencing not just her artistic work, but also her worldview, making her more empathetic and intellectually curious. Her journey illustrates how personal growth and professional success do not need to be separate paths. In fact, she proves they can strengthen and enrich one another along the way. Interestingly, J.K. Rowling, known all over the world for crafting the Harry Potter books, sharpened her mind at the University of Exeter, where she studied French, Greek, and Roman studies. This unique mix of languages and ancient cultures fueled her creativity and left a clear mark on her writing style and plots. Her time at Exeter was not just about learning grammar or memorizing old stories. She immersed herself in the classic works, surrounded by centuries-old ideas and myths. In doing so, Rowling built a foundation filled with deep understanding of words, stories, and the meanings hidden inside them. This academic background let her bring countless details to life in her books, from clever spell names to magical creatures that echo old myths. The echoes of Greek and Roman legends give Hogwarts its depth, drawing on old hero tales and ancient wisdom. Rowling's knowledge of French shaped character names and spells, making the wizarding world even more authentic and mysterious. Her time as a student gave her not only the practical language skills she used for writing, but also layers of history and culture that made her books richer than most children's stories. These studies helped her weave together languages, traditions, and ideas to build a world that felt both new and truly ancient. By blending what she learned at university with her own imagination, Rowling built a universe that captures the hearts of millions, showing how invaluable an education in the classics can be when creating something magical and lasting. Moreover, James Franco stands out not just for his performances on the screen, but for his deep commitment to education. Throughout his career, he has managed to combine his passion for acting with impressive academic achievements. After working in Hollywood and gaining recognition for his roles, Franco decided to pursue further studies. He earned a master's degree in fine arts from Columbia University, which allowed him to improve his creative skills and deepen his understanding of the arts. Not stopping there, he went on to enroll in a PhD program at Yale University, focusing on English, particularly creative writing and literature. Even while tackling these demanding academic courses, Franco stayed active in his film and theater work, showing that it is possible to balance creativity and intellectual growth at the highest levels. Alongside acting and directing, Franco has spent time teaching filmmaking and writing courses at various schools, helping students learn from his experience and gain insight into the world of storytelling and film production. His journey shows how education can support and strengthen an artist's career, opening up new opportunities and enriching personal achievements in many areas at once. While balancing the demands of an acting career that was already launching her to international fame, Natalie Portman managed something few in Hollywood have. She attended Harvard University and completed a degree in psychology, demonstrating not only her intelligence but her deep commitment to personal growth. This experience was not without its struggles. Adjusting to life among some of the brightest students in the world, Portman faced bouts of imposter syndrome, worrying that her peers might see her as nothing more than a movie star. She was determined to prove that her success was built on more than just her performances in front of a camera. She often spoke about her worries of being seen as just a dumb actress, providing a rare glimpse into the pressures that come with fame, especially while pursuing an education at one of the top universities in the world. She once described moments where she doubted whether she truly belonged in such a demanding academic environment. Yet, she persevered, worked hard, and emerged with her degree. Even as her career soared, especially with her role in Star Wars, Portman never let go of her studies. Instead, she worked just as hard in the classroom as she did on set, determined to set an example for others who wanted to pursue both education and creative dreams. Her journey through Harvard did not just reveal her intellect, it revealed her ability to push through self-doubt and set her own standards for success. Many have found her story inspiring, not just because of her achievements on screen, but for the message she sends about chasing knowledge, overcoming fears, and refusing to be boxed in by others' expectations. By choosing to finish her education while still working in film, she reminded her fans and her critics that success has many different shapes, and it often depends on the willingness to put in work where it matters most. Meanwhile, Will Ferrell stands out not just for his signature brand of comedy, but also for his surprising academic achievements. He earned a Bachelor of Arts in Sports Information at the University of Southern California. This degree, no longer offered today, had a reputation for difficulty and a high dropout rate. Ferrell often laughs about this, comparing the program to an academic version of Navy SEAL training because of how challenging and intense it was for students. While he has been making millions laugh worldwide, he often looks back on his education at USC with a special mix of humor and real pride, highlighting just how important that journey was for him. He has used interviews and public appearances to motivate others, sharing stories from his days at USC and reminding fans that perseverance can help you accomplish even the toughest goals. After years of career success, the university awarded Ferrell an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree in 2017. This honor recognized not only his impressive contributions to entertainment, but also his close relationship with his alma mater and deep connections in the academic world. All combined, Ferrell's educational background sets him apart, showing he is more than just a funny man on screen, but also a determined achiever in and out of the classroom. With each actor's journey, we see how education can shape not just a career, but an entire outlook on life. Even while earning global fame, these actors stayed committed to learning in places like Harvard, Yale, and UCLA. Sometimes, their degrees directly influenced their roles, such as Mayim Bialik's real-life knowledge about the brain, which informed her character on television. For others, their academic path reveals hidden talents. Ken Jeong's years as a medical doctor, for instance, gave him the humor and quick thinking to stand out in Hollywood. Likewise, Danica McKellar's passion for math moved her to write books to help children love the subject as she does. Meanwhile, stars like Dolph Lundgren show that a fascination with science and engineering can exist side by side with action movies and stardom. In many cases, these actors use their education to inspire others, teaching by example that it's possible to reach any goal with determination. Whether they are memorizing scripts or mastering difficult subjects, their experiences prove that knowledge and creativity are always valuable. These stories remind us that beyond the lights and cameras, famous performers are also learners, thinkers, and sometimes even teachers, using their influence to encourage people of all ages to explore and enjoy new challenges.